10 years later, I still regret not trusting my instincts about my neighbors. If you're listening to this, put your headphones on, because once I start, you're gonna feel like someone is standing right behind you. I used to think my neighborhood was normal, quiet, the kind of place where people mow their lawns on Sundays and wave at each other as they pull out of the driveway. But the truth is, you never really know who's living next door. And I learned that the hard way. When I first moved in, everything felt peaceful. Kids playing outside, old couples walking their dogs, neighbors chatting at sunset. But it didn't take long before I started noticing things, small things at first. The kind of things you try to ignore because you tell yourself you're overthinking. There was a house right across from mine. Perfect lawn, perfect garden, perfect family. But they never left during the day. Never, I mean never. At first, I thought they worked night shifts. But every evening, I'd see them step outside wearing long, dark coats, even when it wasn't cold. They would get into their car and drive off without saying a word. The whole family. No lights on inside, no laughter, no normal living noises, just silence. Then there was the woman who lived alone a few doors down, friendly, always smiling, always waving. Until one morning I saw her digging a hole in her backyard. Not just a small hole. This thing was deep, way too deep for gardening. Even from my window, I couldn't see the bottom. I thought about calling someone, but she looked up at me mid-shovel like she knew I was watching. And the smile she gave me, it still makes my stomach twist. It didn't feel friendly. It felt like a warning. A week later, I noticed she had filled the hole, covered it perfectly. No explanation, no plants, just smooth, freshly packed dirt. But the worst neighbor wasn't them. It was the man who lived right beside me. He never spoke, never smiled, never even made a sound. But somehow, no matter what time I stepped outside, 7 a.m., 1 p.m., midnight, he was always at his window. Watching, not blinking, just watching. If that story sent a chill down your spine, or if you've ever felt that presence in the dark, please hit the like button. It truly helps the channel grow and tells me you want more stories like this. I tried convincing myself he was lonely or socially awkward or maybe just weird. But the longer I lived there, the more the feeling grew that he wasn't watching the neighborhood. He was watching me. One night, when I took the trash out, I heard footsteps behind me. Slow, heavy, deliberate. But when I turned around, no one. Nothing, except his window, open, curtains slightly pulled back. A few months later, a new family moved into the corner house. Seemed normal too. Friendly, chatty. Their kids played outside every day. But like everything else in this neighborhood, the normal didn't last long. Their house suddenly became busy. Cars arriving at all hours, strangers walking in and out, doors slamming late at night. The kind of people you wouldn't want to meet alone in a dark alley. I wanted to move. I swear I did. But something inside me kept saying, "You're imagining things. Get a grip. People are weird, that's all." But then, something happened that finally shattered any illusion of safety. The kids from the corner house talked about the man next door, the one who watched people. They liked him, said he read them stories, played games with them. But a few weeks later, police cars showed up, sirens off, lights off. Turns out he wasn't just a creepy neighbor. He was a fugitive, a convicted criminal, hiding in plain sight. And he was living 3 feet from my bedroom wall. I remember standing in my driveway, watching them take him away. His eyes locked on mine the entire time, and he mouthed something I couldn't hear. To this day, I'm terrified to know what he said. After that, something shifted inside me. I stopped brushing things off. I stopped pretending everything was normal. Because the truth is, the scariest monsters are the ones who don't look like monsters at all. The scariest people are the ones who wave at you, smile at you, and live right next door, while keeping secrets you could never imagine. So, if you're listening to this, take a moment to think about your own neighbors. The noises you hear through your walls, the strange people coming and going, the late night footsteps, the lights turning on and off at odd hours. Because trust me, you never really know who's living beside you. And sometimes you're better off not knowing. If you've ever had a neighbor that creeped you out, type neighbor in the comments so I know I'm not alone.